guys, this is Doug, and you're listening to What's the Hazard? It is Friday the 13th here in Omaha, Nebraska. Damn cold morning. I had to break out the heavy coat. I walked the dog in a t-shirt and realized, oh shit, it's freezing. So I had to break out the heavy coat down, you know. And we are starting off a series on food for thought. We've done a few episodes, just little tidbits, little nuggets that are interesting for conversation, for discussion, maybe something that you even want to throw out to your management team or your safety committee. One thing that I think is really interesting is the distinction between employee involvement and employee engagement, okay? When I was with OSHA, I worked on VPP, the Voluntary Protection Program, for a period of time. I was the liaison to the VPP sites in Nebraska. These are high achievers. And one of the minimum requirements to be a VPP site across the country in that OSHA program is at least three meaningful ways to involve your employees. All right. And I think we need to make a distinction between involvement and engagement. We talk now about employee engagement. You know, Todd Conklin, Hallnagel, all of these smart people, Sidney Decker, they all talk about employee engagement. And I think there is a distinction to be made. I can remember going to lots and lots of meetings when I was with OSHA. We had lots of meetings, and I was always there. I was involved to some degree, but I was rarely engaged. Nobody gave a crap what I had to say. It didn't change anything. Nothing ever changed as a result of my participation, to my knowledge. And I think that is true with our employees. We can involve our employees in our safety programs. You know, you can have an employee that goes around and checks the fire extinguisher every month, and that's an important thing to do. But I can tell you, in my experience, after the first time, you basically check out. It's robotic. You know, if that little arrow is pointing up into the green, everything's good. You just keep walking. Okay? That's not really engagement from the standpoint that we are looking for. When we're talking about engaging our employees, we are talking about really drilling down into the challenges that they have in the workplace, the adaptations that they have had to make to our procedures in order to be efficient. You know, we want to know they are a resource. They are our problem solvers, and we want to engage with them. We want them to be thoughtful and participatory in hazard identification and correction. Okay, that's not really involvement the way that we used to view it. So when I say three meaningful ways to engage your employees, those might be things like learning teams. You know, we've talked about learning teams where you assemble this group and you really drill down into a procedure. Or like my buddy Aaron Cerrone says, temperature checks. He talks about leaders going out onto the floor and actually talking with employees, you know, more than just, hey, how's it going? You know, really drilling down into what is happening. How is the work being performed? Here's how I envision it being performed. How is it really being performed? Okay, so let's just agree to make a distinction going forward between involvement and engagement. I think they're different. I think we need to be aware of that and pay attention to that. So that's my food for thought for today. Let me know what you think. I'm always interested in hearing from you. So have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.